Hi, this is Ray at Austin Guitar House. Today we are here with John Files, the Director of Sonata Marketing. How you doing, John?
I'm doing great, Ray. Thanks for having me out.
Oh, thank you for coming. Well, today you're here to talk about GRbass.
GRbass, yes, that's something very near and dear to my heart. GRbass is an amplifier product that's made in Italy. GR stands for Gianfranco Rizzi. He's the brain trust behind GRbass.
Say that again. You said that really nice.
Gianfranco Rizzi.
All right.
And obviously an Italian company on the coast of Italy. They are Italian made, all 100% in Italy, unlike a major brand that is known as Italian made. It's made in Indonesia. Gianfranco is a very young, youthful, dynamic engineer, designer. He's really amazing. He's constantly tweaking products, constantly developing new things, and is just really obsessed with bass guitar. So it's a great product.
GRbass has a lot of products, from amplifiers and speaker cabinets and other things.
Yeah, amplifiers, speaker cabinets, 2 lines of speaker cabinets, in-ear monitors, preamp effect units, cables, bags, accessories, all sorts of things. So it's a full line.
So yeah, almost anything a bass player could ever want or need.
Absolutely. They have 2 speaker cabinet lines. One is a traditional cabinet. It's a wood product like you're going to find in every other cabinet. Very good sounding, very lightweight, and it falls into the lightweight class. What we're going to talk about today is the AeroTech cabinets. They're what I consider a completely new class of cabinet. It's not a lightweight cabinet. This is what I call featherweight.
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 And I think that is a great term for it because these truly are amazingly light.
They are amazingly light, about 40% weight savings. For example, here's a 112. You notice I pick it up with one finger, 450 watt 112 speaker. Weighs 17, 18 pounds.
Oh, this is nothing. This is incredible. Yeah. You can play catch with that thing.
Yeah, it's almost like the old milk jug problem when you think it's a full gallon of milk and you're in the refrigerator and it slams to the top. Right. That's almost what happens.
It is. Now, how do they make these cabinets so light?
Well, technology has moved on for quite a while for driver technology, and that's what we focused on. In the old days, we had Alnico magnets on the drivers, which we loved. They're warm, they're creamy sounding, heavy. Then we went to ceramic magnets, a little bit lighter, still pretty good sounding. Then we had the first rendition of neodymium magnets. Weren't so great sounding, but they got better over time. Very strong coercivity magnets, very lightweight. And we've reached the point of you just really can't make a driver any lighter. So what's the next step? Well, you basically have 2 main components in a speaker. You're going to have the driver components and you're going to have the cabinetry. So Gianfranco in Italy, there's an aerospace technology company near where they are, and he got involved with them 2 years ago, and they developed a proprietary material for the cabinets. So there's no wood in these cabinets at all, none whatsoever. It's carbon fiber. You've got a carbon fiber structure. You have a substratum between it. It's a sandwich, and then more carbon fiber. And
it sounds like wood.
It sounds like wood.
And it's super light.
Super light. Basically, what they could do is with the material that's in there, in the middle, you're able to control the density of the material. And by controlling the density of the material and the flexibility, you can tune that, if you will, to be density like wood. And that's what they've done on these cabinets. Now, people say, well, how do they sound? Well, using the same components that are in the wood cabinets, these sound fantastic. They really sound a lot better. There's different approaches to cabinet design. I know in the guitar world, Ray, you guys, it always mystifies me from my side of the equation. Mm-hmm. You like cabinets that add a resonance and a color and a richness to the tone, and that makes your amplifier a creative block in that sense. Mm-hmm. And you'll select the electronics in the cabinets and maybe put 2 different types of woofers in there, which is unheard of in my world, but it's the way you get a creative element out of it. Bass guitar cabinets are more like hi-fi cabinets in the sense that the low end is very hard to control. It's one of the most difficult sonic properties to get your arms around. So what we want is something that is flat, that is very smooth, very even. No energy is louder or softer than another. As we progress down on the bass guitar, the notes are going to be even volume. So the way you do that is you get that with a very stiff material. Well, you could do that with wood. Let's say you took 2 pieces of 3/4 inch 18-ply birch plywood, glued them together and built a cabinet. You'd have a 250-pound cabinet, and it'd sound great because it doesn't flex. Well, the carbon fiber that's used on these cabinets, the sandwich that they're using, is stiffer than wood. So when you play, the speaker does the work. It rarefies or pushes the air, and none of the energy is absorbed in the cabinet by its flexing or reacting to that. So I could tell you the technical things that we talk about in it, but here's what happens for the bass player. You get more punch. You get a wider sound stage, so it spreads the sound because it can control the wave a little bit better. It's a more even note when you play it, and you have more dynamic range from the volume up and down because the speaker is controlled in a real steady state. So that's what the construction of the AeroTech material is.
And also, you're going to spend less time at the chiropractor.
Yeah, I talked with a couple of my customers. This is the 410 cabinet behind us, 1,200 watts, 4 10-inch neodymium speakers, tweeter, level control. The lightest 410s out there, I think right now, are around 57 pounds for the most part, 33 pounds.
33 pounds for this 4x10.
Lighter than most people's conventional 112 cabinets.
Wow.
It's amazingly light. And so what I tell people is, yeah, it's a little bit more money, but when you take your $500 deductible of your insurance, it doesn't make it that expensive at all. So there's a number of cabinets in the line. Right now, the range we have today, we have the 410. Over here is the 210. I think on Ray's side is the 212 Slim. And then you saw the little 112 that's down here. They also make a larger 212, weighs a whole pound more. There's a 2.8 cabinet, and we have some combo amps, all in the AeroTech series. There's also a 115 as well.
Great sounding lightweight cabinets. You match them up with a lightweight, very powerful, great sounding GR head, of which you have quite a few different varieties.
Lots of models. We have a single channel 800, a dual channel 800, a single channel 1400, a dual channel 1400. We have bass amps without any tone controls, or just kind of straight wire with gain. We have a mini amp, a 350 watt. They have tuners built in. It's a very rich range indeed, and they're very powerful. Here's an 800 watt amp. It's the 1-800 built-in tuner, very small. I know some upright players that can drop this down into their upright bag. That's small it is. Weighs about 5 pounds, something like that. Fan cooled, effects loop. We can talk about full details on another session, but it's great to match one of these up. And you've got a super powerful, lightweight, small combination. And as Ray pointed out, the AeroTech product is more expensive than a wood product. But for 40% weight savings, that's quite advantageous. And the 212 Slim, it'll drop down in the trunk of your Lexus because it's so easy to pick up, 28 pounds.
Wow. I didn't even know I had a Lexus. That's amazing. And you're going to get great sound.
Absolutely.
And you're not going to dread loading it back into your Lexus at the end of the gig either.
No, it's always that universal problem where gravity is much stronger at 2 a.m. than it is at 9 p.m. when you load in. The load out is brutal. These will alleviate that. The other great thing about the GR product, 5-year parts and labor warranty, which is longer than most. Most are a couple of years.
4.5 years longer than most, actually.
So it's a great warranty. And I want to tell you a little bit about the drivers that are in the AeroTech cabinets, really all the GR cabinets. They're made in an Italian company. It's a custom-made woofer. They traditionally are not musical instrument manufacturers, designers of speakers. They make drivers for companies like, well, I can't say their names, but a lot of leading active studio monitors. They've been in business 40 years. They started doing hi-fi components, working with pro audio systems, sound installations, and they are a collaboration between Gianfranco and this company, and they have custom-tuned woofers specifically for bass guitar, but not in the traditional MI vein, more of in a accuracy scale. And there you can see that they've got some compound in the cones. They're not just paper, so they're very stiff and very light. And they're not in anybody else's cabinets, and they sound really, really great.
Yeah, I've been incredibly impressed with the entire GRbass line, but especially this AeroTech series that you have out now. It truly is amazing. Truly is amazing. Well, John, thank you very much for coming down and talking about the GRbass line and the GRbass AeroTech series. Really appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks.
Thank you.
Cheers.
If you have any other questions about GRbass, you can always contact us here at Austin Guitar House. Thank you very much for watching.